You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Wednesday, January 13th, 2021. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. Deadpool 3 will be part of the larger Marvel Cinematic Universe and stay rated R. Marvel Studios head Kevin Feige confirmed. Feige confirmed that star Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool will be entering into the same world as Marvel's Avengers while speaking to Collider on Monday. Feige says it will be R-rated, and we are working on a script right now, and Ryan's overseeing the script right now. It will not be filming this year. Ryan is a very busy, very successful actor. We've got a number of things we already announced that we now have to make, but it's exciting for it to have begun. He also said that Deadpool will be a different type of character for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Reynolds confirmed the news on Instagram when he posted a photo of an article announcing that Deadpool 3 will be part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Reynolds joked, "First order of business, find the guy who killed Bambi's mom." Deadpool 3 has not set a release date. Lizzie McAllister and Wendy Magzalone are planning to pen the script. The first Deadpool film arrived in 2016, and with Deadpool 2 released in 2018. Reynolds has starred as Deadpool in the two films that were made under Fox. The character interacted with Fox's X-Men movies, but has yet to cross over the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Reynolds previously said in May, while discussing the subject on The Tonight Show, "If Deadpool were to be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I think it would be explosive and amazing, and what a sandbox to play in." Rashida Jones says Bill Murray once got them busted on the set of their movie On the Rocks. The 44-year-old actress discussed filming the new Sofia Coppola film with Murray during Monday's episode of The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. In On the Rocks, Murray and Jones plays Felix and Laura, father and daughter, who bond after Laura suspects her husband of cheating. The comedy drama is set in New York City. On The Tonight Show, Jones said Murray insisted on doing much of his own driving for the film and fancies himself a professional stunt driver. She said, he prides himself on doing most of it himself and would speak stunt talk with his stunt double. But he did most of the driving himself, and I think part of what is because he likes to. He likes to pull a stunt. She also added, he likes to make people scream and laugh and feel surprised. So he would, we finish the scene, and then he would just bolt and lose the follow van and all our escorts, and just like that up 10th Avenue and got us busted. Jones recalled the moment when she was in the car with Murray and they saw flashing police lights behind him. The actor says, "I was like, Bill, we got to go back." I'm like, that's not our guys. You know those are not the guys in the production. And the guy was like, "You got to get off. What are you doing? Get off the street." She added, "Luckily we were fine. It's just like the movies. He gets away with everything, that guy." The On the Rocks cast and crew finished filming prior to the COVID-19 lockdown, which Jones gave the movie an immediate nostalgic feel. She says, it's weird because it's the instant vintage. We filmed it last summer, and we filmed all over New York, and it's, the city's so beautiful in it. It's such an important part of the story. On the Rocks co-stars Marlon Wayans, who described Murray as a unicorn during an interview on the Ellen DeGeneres Show in October. The film is available to stream on Apple TV. Nicole Kidman and Javier Bardem are in talks to play Hollywood couple Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz. The Hollywood Reporter confirmed Monday that Kidman and Bardem are in negotiations to portray Ball and Arnaz in Being the Ricardos, written and directed by the West Wing creator Aaron Sorkin. Being the Ricardos is set during 1 week of production of Ball and Arnaz's beloved show, I Love Lucy. The couple face challenges that could end their careers and their marriage. Variety says Sorkin will direct the film from Amazon Studios and Escape Artists. Todd Black, Jason Buffnell, and Steve Tisch will produce, with Jenna Block, David Blumfield, Stuart Besser, Lucy Arnaz, Desi Arnaz Jr., and Lauren Loam as executive producers. It's unclear when Being the Ricardos will be production due to COVID-19 pandemic. Kidman recently starred in the HBO series The Undoing and the Netflix film The Prom. She will star in the Hulu adaptation of Nine Little Strangers. Bardem will star in Denis Villeneuve's Dune and Disney's live-action remake of The Little Mermaid. Nomadland, featuring Frances McDormand, was the big winner at the 30th Annual Gotham Awards. From writer and director Zoe Shao, the film won 2 awards, including Best Feature and the Gotham Audience Award. It follows McDormand as she hits the open road after losing everything following the Great Recession. The Assistant, First Cow, Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always, and Relic were also nominated for Best Feature. The newly renamed Gotham Film and Media Institute, formerly known as IFP, held the event Monday at the Soprani Wall Street in New York City. The event featured both live and virtual aspects. Chadwick Boseman was honored with the posthumous actor tribute. Viola Davis received the actress tribute. Steve McQueen, the director's tribute. Ryan Murphy, the industry tribute, and the cast of the trial of the Chicago 7 received the inaugural ensemble tribute. Bosman's wife, Taylor Simone Lidward, and his 42 co-star Andre Holland paid tribute to the late actor. Boseman died in August at the age of 43 following a battle with colon cancer. Lidward says, "Chad, thank you. I love you. I'm so proud of you. Keep shining your light on us." Other winners included 1,000 Cuts and Times for Best Documentary, Identifying Features for Best International Feature, Andrew Patterson for Bingham Ray's Breakthrough Director Award for The Vast of the Nights, The 4-Year-Old Version, and 14 Time for Best Screenplay, Riz Ahmed for Best Actor for Sound and Metal, Nicole Beharie for Best Actress for Miss Juneteenth, Kingsley Ben Adair for Breakthrough Actor in One Night in Miami, Watchmen for Breakthrough Series, Long Format, and I May Destroy You for Breakthrough Series, Short Format. Netflix will release a new movie every week in 2021. The company shared a highlight reel Tuesday featuring clips from The Harley Fall, Thunder Force, and The Kissing Booth 3 and other upcoming projects. Netflix tweeted 2021 equals a new movie every week on Netflix. Here's a sneak peek at 27 of the biggest, brightest, fastest, funniest, feel-good, feel-everything films and star coming to Netflix this year. Netflix will release films featuring Dwayne Johnson, Melissa McCarthy, Halle Berry, Jason Momoa, Amy Adams, Ryan Reynolds, Chris Hemsworth, and other stars in 2021. Projects include Red Notice, starring Johnson, Reynolds, and Gal Gadot, The Harley Fall with Regina King, Idris Elba, and Jonathan Majors, The Woman in the Mirror, starring Adams, and Don't Look Up with Jennifer Lawrence, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Ariana Grande. Netflix's current slate of 2021 originals features 70 titles, 52 of which are English live action, 8 of which are animated, and 10 which are non-English language films, according to The Hollywood Reporter. Netflix has seen an increase of subscribers during the COVID-19 pandemic. In other streaming news, Roku has acquired and will start streaming the QB content library. QB, a short-form streaming service, shut down in December, launching in April. The third season of the Karate Kid sequel series Cobra Kai is projected to have reached 41 million households, Netflix announced on Tuesday. Netflix said that the karate drama hit 73 million households collectively over its first 3 seasons. The streaming service made the announcement on Twitter alongside a stylized poster that features stars William Sapka as Johnny, Ralph Macchio as Daniel, Zulu Manduena as Miguel, Mary Mouser as Samantha, Tanner Buchanan as Robbie, Jacob Bertrand as Hawk, Gianna DeCenzio as Dimitri, Martin Kove as John, Courtney Hellinger as Amanda, and Peyton List as Tori. Cobra Kai Season 3 premiered on New Year's Day. Johnny and Daniel began the third season dealing with the violent high school brawl that took place between their dojos, which sent Johnny's star student Miguel to the hospital. Macchio recently addressed a number of fan theories and rumors surrounding the 1984 Karate Kid film while appearing on The Tonight Show. Macchio says that Charlie Sheen and Robert Downey Jr. tried out for his role of Daniel and said he believed that Daniel's kick at the end of the film was legal. Amazon released a trailer for their original movie Bliss on Tuesday. Owen Wilson and Salma Hayek star in the sci-fi film. Greg, played by Wilson, meets Isabel, played by Hayek, in a bar. Isabel tells Greg his world is not real, and she teaches him how to knock a tray out of the waiter's hands, or light or extinguish candles with their minds. Isabel wakes Greg up in her world, where it's revealed that she is Dr. Isabel Clemens, the inventor of the brain box stimulations. Her premise is that stimulating ugly, gritty worlds will make people appreciate the real utopia in which they live. Greg begins to struggle with his two realities when Isabel starts telling him to ignore his stimulated daughter, played by Nesta Cooper. Simulations of reality are a popular subject in science fiction. The most popular example is The Matrix, in which computers enslave humanity in a simulation of modern-day society. The film Total Recall, based on Philip K. Dick's story, posted a memory implant so believable that the recipient would not be able to distinguish it from real experiences. Mike Cahill wrote and directed Bliss. Cahill previous two films premiered at the Sundance Film Festival and dealt with science fiction themes. 2011's Another Earth dealt with the discovery of a parallel planet discovered in our orbit, and 2014's I Origins is about a scientist whose research leads him to possible evidence of reincarnation. Bliss premieres February 5th on Amazon Prime. AMC released a teaser and new photos for the extended 10th season of The Walking Dead Tuesday. The original finale of season 10 aired October 4th, 2020, but the show produced 6 additional episodes after production resumed with COVID-19 safety protocols. The teaser shows still frames of Walking Dead characters with audible dialogue from each. Maggie, played by Laura Cohen, who returned in the October 4th episode, says, "We need to get our heads on straight." Daryl, played by Norman Reedus, says, "I'm not going to stop until I find out." Carol, played by Melissa McBride, declares Alpha needed to die. Negan, played by Jeffrey Dean Morgan, says, "I didn't escape, if that's what you're thinking." The new episodes picks up after the carriage wrought by the Whispers, whom the survivors battled. The rebuilding leaves characters vulnerable and forces them to deal with things they've buried. Photo shows Negan encountering Maggie in the woods, Daryl with a crossbow, and more Commonwealth soldiers. New guest stars include Robert Patrick, Chloe Akwari, and Hilary Burton Morgan. Burton Morgan plays a character named Lucy, who was also the name of Negan's baseball bat wrapped in a barbed wire. AMC announced that The Walking Dead would end after the upcoming 11th season. Spin-off Field of Walking Dead and limited series Walking Dead World Beyond are also still in production. The Walking Dead returns February 28th on AMC, with episodes available early on AMC Plus every Thursday beginning February 25th. Meghan McCain is opening up about her rough return to The View. The 36-year-old television personality said on Monday's episode of Watch What Happens Live that she missed The View during her maternity leave despite her difficult return and tensions with co-host Joey Behar. McCain returned as The View co-host January 4th after welcoming her first child, daughter Liberty Sage, with her husband Ben Domenech in September. On Watch What Happens Live, McCain was asked for her hot take on her bumpy return. She says, "It's been a rough re-entry back into The View. I mean, I was on maternity leave for 3 months. I had a really hard birth. I had preeclampsia. I had to have a magnesium drip. I had a really hard time getting back to work. I thought I would be back by the election. Just like that, the process of getting back was a lot." She also added, "This past week back was just to show the way it is. And then obviously everything going on in the country and the horrible, horrific attack on our capital, it's just been a lot." McCain and Behar clashed during the January 5th episode of The View, prompting Behar to say she didn't miss McCain while she was on maternity leave. On Watch What Happens Live, McCain said she missed all of her co-hosts. She said, "I will say I miss everyone. Even if some people didn't miss me, I miss the show. We're a family. All these women were at my dad's funeral," referencing to her late father, Senator John McCain. "We've been through a lot of shit together." She added, "I hope that we can all be examples, myself included, for where the country should go forward. Whether we like it or not, I'm not going anywhere on the show. Joy's not going anywhere on the show. We all have to live together and coexist together, just like Americans right now." McCain also addressed Real Housewives of Orange County star Kelly Dodd's behavior towards her during her appearance on Watch What Happens Live. McCain said she was a fan of Dodd until the episode. McCain says, "She was so mean to me and had clearly had some drinks beforehand, and now I totally turned on her. She was calling me a trust fund kid, said I never worked a day in my life." Bill Burr defends his Mandalorian character Miggs Mayfield having a Boston accent while appearing on The Tonight Show. Burr told host Jimmy Fallon on Monday, "I've never heard a Boston accent in outer space," is what they say. And I always just go like, "Oh yeah? What about English?" He also added, "Isn't that a little weird? If you went to a galaxy far, far away and you get off and somebody says, 'Hey, how's it going?' and you totally understand it. What about the fact that Han Solo is talking to a Bigfoot?" He continued before also pointing out how Star Wars characters C-3PO has an English accent. Burr, in addition to appearing on The Mandalorian, also recently starred in Judd Apatow's The King of Staten Island with Pete Davidson. The comedian says Pete Davidson is just a really special dude that I met on the way up, and we were always tight. And then that movie just really totally solidified our friendship. So I ended up, gaining a lifelong friend out of doing that. Burr also acted as a life coach on The Tonight Show, offering advice to viewers who send in questions about breaking up and confronting a roommate who doesn't clean their dishes. Burr says, "I would just start scraping the food off his plate and putting it in his pillowcase. But it'd be nice if I leave a post-it note. I'd say, 'Hey, you keep forgetting your food on the plate, so I figured I'd put it in a place where you'll remember it.'" Green Bay Packers star quarterback Aaron Rodgers revealed Tuesday that he has been asked to be a guest host for an episode of Jeopardy in the coming weeks. Rodgers, who appeared on a celebrity edition of the show in 2015, first announced the news during his weekly appearance on the Pat McAfee Show. He later apologized for letting it out, saying he jumped the gun on the announcement. Rodgers told reporters on Tuesday, "I may have jumped the gun a little bit, so I apologize to Jeopardy if they wanted to announce it. I just got so excited on the show earlier. I just went down the last couple of days, us figuring it out. It's very exciting." He also added, "It's for the off season. We'll be even more excited when the opportunity gets a little closer, but the show has been so special to me over the years. It's been a staple of my house here in Green Bay for the last 16 years, 6 o'clock watching Alex Trebek and trying to get as many questions as I can." Trebek, the longtime host of Jeopardy, died of cancer at the age of 80 on November 8th. Rodgers said, when the opportunity came for Celebrity Jeopardy in 2015, it was a dream come true to be on there. To get to meet Alex was such a special moment, and we're all obviously sad about his passing. There's this nostalgic connection to certain figures in our life based on our childhood and where we are at and the times we had those moments and memories. It's almost like it makes these people feel like family, like you know them. Rodgers currently is preparing for Saturday's NFC Division round game against the Los Angeles Rams. The Packers are scheduled to play the Rams at Lambeau Field at 4:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Spike Lee's children have been named the 2021 Golden Globe ambassadors. The Hollywood Foreign Press Association announced Tuesday that Statue Lee and Jackson Lee, the daughter and son of director Spike Lee and producer Tanya Lewis Lee, will serve as the ambassadors at the Golden Globe Awards in February. Statue Lee and Jackson Lee will be the first siblings of color to serve ambassadors, with Jackson Lee to also serve to be the first black male ambassador. The siblings will assist the duties during the Golden Globes on February 28th and work to raise awareness about charities of their choice. Statue Lee is supporting the Kaylin Lord, an organization helping the LGBTQ communities in New York City, while Jackson Lee is supporting Big Brothers Big Sisters Mentoring Network. Statue Lee said in a statement, "We're proud to carry our father's legacy of storytelling to bring attention to communities close to our hearts. This year has illuminated just how disproportionately black and brown people and the LGBTQ plus communities are affected by pre-existing conditions, so it's an honor for me to be able to shine a spotlight on the heroic doctors and nurses at Kaylin Lord who work tirelessly to care for some of the most vulnerable people in New York City." Jackson Lee said, "Having my dad as a mentor inspired me to choose Big Brother Big Sister, a charity built upon the foundation that forming positive intergenerational relationships can have a profound impact on young lives. As a visionary creative, my dad taught Statue and me the importance of entertainment as a cultural catalyst of change." Previous Golden Globe ambassadors included Dylan Brosnan and Paris Brosnan, the sons of Pierce Brosnan, Issa Elba, the daughter of actor Idris Elba, and Simone Garcia Johnson, the daughter of actor Dwayne Johnson. The Hollywood Foreign Press Association president, Ali Sar, says, "We're proud to welcome Statue of Jackson Lee to an incredible roster of previous Golden Globe ambassadors. Akin to their esteemed filmmaking father, known for his uncompromising and provocative storytelling, Statue and Jackson have already begun their blaze in their own paths to the arts. Statue Lee was the creative director of the Drone magazine, while Jackson Lee is a collaborator with the Nike Air Jordan brand. Spike Lee last directed the Netflix film The Five Bloods." Issa Rae has joined the MasterClass and has launched a new series on the platform where she teaches how to create outside the lines. Rae will use her shows, The Misadventures of an Awkward Black Girl and Insecure, to show members how to develop a pilot, build characters, dialogue, and how to work with and through feedback. In a trailer for the class, Rae said she will detail how to transition from the internet into television and film, stating that the only difference between the online-based Misadventures of an Awkward Black Girl and HBO's Insecure is money. Rae said in a statement, "A lot of people enter the industry thinking their ideas have to be perfect and fit into a specific kind of box, but that's never been my process." She can continue by saying, "In my masterclass, I want to tell you everything that I've gone through, every mistake that I've made, and everything that I've learned so far, so that you can do better than I did. If you have the desire to create, this class is for you." MasterClass is a subscription-based streaming platform that was launched in 2015 and featured over 100 instructors in classes covering arts and entertainment, business, design and style, sports, gaming, writing, and more. And finally, the 1975 have canceled the entirety of its 2021 touring concert schedule. The British pop rock band said Tuesday that it's canceling its 2021 tour dates due to the concerns about the COVID-19 pandemic. The group says, "We are really sorry to announce that we have made the decision to cancel all scheduled touring for 2021. The 1975 said it's canceling its schedules early so fans can receive refunds sooner. The band says there's incredibly difficult times for a lot of people, and until we can be sure that we will be able to play shows in a way that is safer for our fans and crew, we have decided the best course of action is to cancel our tour so that where possible, everyone can get their tickets refunded soon rather than later." The 1975 confirmed it is working on a follow-up to its album Notes on a Conditional Form, released in May. The group said, "We're currently making a new album and looking forward to seeing you all at a show as soon as it is safe to do so. Stay safe and look after each other." The 1975 consists of Matthew Healy, Adam Hand, Ross McDonald, and George Daniel. Healy teased solo projects with Charlie XCX and B.O. Doobie in an Instagram post Sunday. He wrote, "Locked down in the bunker, keeping sane by cleaning and taking pictures currently. Very excited about new music in the coming months with some brilliant artists. Thank you to them." And that is your entertainment report for Wednesday, January 13th, 2021. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.